Right, so this is going to be an update on the baby gouramis, which obviously are bred, and you can see that some of them don't really deserve to be called babies anymore. If I can get this one back in focus, you can see that's actually already got most of the this is a couple of months now, so it's just some flakes really. A reasonably adult shape, but still these very large spots on the side, which I assume are what you expect from the juvenile delinquents of the species. But some of mine are really still very small. There's some still very small ones there. You can see barely having that kind of size that the other ones have got. But already with the colours coming out. If I pull back, you can see the difference between the big and the small there. There were two different spawnings, and I took them in both cases. I took a bunch of tiny fishes, in one case hatching eggs, over here into this tank, smaller tank. This is a tank where I've been breeding mainly Ancistrus up to that point, and the Ancistrus is still there. There's still a preponderance of snails, and now the more dominant thing that you see in this tank seems to be these gouramis, and of course the Ancistrus are here all along, but showing up less at the moment. You've still got my Gourami panda here. I've got 3 in this tank and 1 in the other. That's Gourami panda. There's some Corydoras in the background. You can probably see just poking, just examining me through see the eye there, between the plants. And Ancistrus is, well, it's funny really, there's not that many of them. There's one down here at the moment. You see it's one of the albino ones. Oh, I just obligingly swim into focus. They're still around, but I sometimes really worry in case those carnivorous snails that I put in there are depleting the population. There's no way of really counting them, so I'm just kind of worried that they're not getting caught by the snails. Certainly the snails don't seem to catch the gouramis, but they might be able to catch the Ancistruses, and that wouldn't be exactly in line with my intentions. When I got those snails, they were supposed to be eating other snails. That's what I was told they would do, but I'm not 100% convinced that it's working out, because look at all the snails that are still here. With those clear Helenas, the assassin snail, but rather fewer Ancistrus babies than there used to be. Well, that's no good, is it? And presumably, if they make them the population smaller, then the ones that are left will get larger, and then they won't be susceptible to being caught and killed. But that wasn't exactly the role that I had for them. They were supposed to kill those other snails, which they seem rather reluctant to do. In some cases, you've got an absolute, what's this? I mean, that's complete concentration of snails. So where are all the snails, but not that many. In fact, I don't see the Clay snails at the moment at all. I don't know where they've gone. They're good at hiding, good at burrowing and hiding away. So That's the tank full. Let's have a look from the top. I'll show you what it looks like peering in. So you can see the little leaves are going over. It looks like from above. I had quite a lot of coverage of duckweed, but I've taken quite a bit of it out, so there's not much there at the moment. That's some kind of Java moss thing that's floating there. Lots of giant Vanisneria, lots of Ludwigia. Bit of Myrophyllum there, Myriophyllum, whatever you call it. And let's have a look from the side. Lots of snails up here at the top. Not much action going on down the bottom here. Oh, there's a clear snail at the back over there, by that other. Seems to be reluctant to focus on anything. Yeah. Oh, the boy just came out. The big boy just came out of the lair, so maybe he's got another clutch going on in there. Maybe he's the one depleting the other young. I don't know. He's clearly occupying his cave, so maybe that means he doesn't always do that. Maybe he's got eggs in there, and maybe that's where those clear snails have gone, because they can sense there's eggs in there. So I'm not sure I'm happy that I've got them. I might, when I see them again, I might start fishing them out and putting them in the other tank where I've got clown loaches. Clown loaches will deal with them, no problem. So there you go. You can see here quite clearly the difference in size between the biggest and the smallest Gouramis. And now we've got quite a few more. As you see a couple of they've gone off and hidden, that's the thing. Maybe it's because now that they're older they are more sensitive to the need to hide, and so they're hiding when I come in. Hopefully that's the reason. Maybe if I lifted that piece of bogwood I'd see 100 of them underneath it. It's not really showing up well, is it? But there you go, that's where we are at the moment with all of this.